Welcome in tonight. Welcome into this very special video. I haven't been live in weeks. I looked at my live feed count and I haven't been live in like weeks. Oh, there's my mom. My mom is here. Let me see here. Let's do this and let's do this. And I think I got my mom finally registered as a moderator. I think I did. Mary, are you here? So thank you all so much. Wow. A whole bunch of people in and 23 thumbs up already. I think people did the thumbs up like a couple days ago. So it looks as though I'm live. And I just want to welcome everybody in this evening. Oh, Pistachio made it, and Susie is here. Mary does have her wrench, and she will use it. There's Tess Hustack. There's Mary Beavers. There's Alamode by Adrian. There's the Cats Meow and Joshy Boy and Mindy Merriman and Melissa and Cindy Hazard. And wow, Kimberly Olson and Kathy Aaron and the Blackbud and Tammy Pohl, Tracy Filligan. Oh, there's Elizabeth K. Hi, my friend. Hi, thanks for coming in. 47 people, 35 thumbs up. I checked my analytics today and I'm really happy with what's going on. There was a race to 20,000 and now I'm going to coast for a little while, just so everybody knows. I'm going to coast for a little bit. Hi, Kelly Ann, and welcome in. Thanks for being new here. Terry Cover, hi, sweetheart. There's Tama and Linda Bengay, Mia, Cleo's Vintage Vault, Barb O'Donnell, SMP Biker. I'm seeing a whole bunch of new friends and a whole bunch of friends that have been with me since the start. So thank you all so much for joining in. I really do appreciate it. And Ellie, hi there. Ellie, are you the one that saw me at the library the other night at my appraisal fair? If you are, just say yes. I think that's you, Ellie. If it is, thank you so much. And thank your husband for coming with you to that presentation. Joshy boy, thank you so much for being here. And let's see what I missed. I think I'm good. Oh, treasure hunting Boomer is here. That's a new one to me. Jacqueline's Treasures is here. Mindy Merriman absolutely made it. Hi, Kelly Ann. Oh, you've been watching, but you've never caught me live. Well, stay tuned because it's going to be a whole lot of fun. Ellie, that is you. Oh, fantastic. Thank you so much for coming to that presentation. And I guess you could let chat know how it went. I think it was pretty outstanding. David Berkheimer, welcome in. And hi, Karen Berkheimer as well. Lucinda Walker, thank you. I'm not going to be on too long because tonight is the night that I take Jeremy to the airport to get him safely on his way to Texas to see his best friend, Cindy. So, oh, wow. All the way from Tasmania. Wow. Interesting that I just can't believe how far my channel reaches. It's unbelievable. So thank you so much, Lucinda. I understand. And Marine Mounts, welcome in. A lot of people from the sales have made it. Tonight is kind of a preview and a haul and a quick chit chat. So if you have any questions, please write them down and I will address your questions in just a little while. Okay. Oh, you said you're fairly new, but you gleaned and garnered 10-year education on jewelry, art and design history, metallurgy, gemology, interior, antique collecting. Phew. Oh, good. All right. And then, oh, Kelly, you're welcome. Thank you for the compliment. I very much so appreciate that. And Becky, there is my mother-in-law, and she is my 1.25. And I actually, I rested this afternoon. 77 people. Don't move a muscle because you will not believe some of the things that I found in the last couple of days. Well, they found me. I'll say that much. Oh, Ellie, you said the library talk was awesome, fun, and informative. And Jason behaved, sort of. I did a video of it and I made a couple blunders because obviously I was tired, but I'll air it because you got to see me at my best and you got to see me at my worst. The people that edit, just not my thing, oh, but I'm not allowed to say certain things. So Pistachio, thank you so much for that. And the Cats Meow, welcome in. All right. So 83 people, if you continue to hit that thumbs up, I'd be forever grateful. I really do appreciate everyone being here. I have talked about, hey, Designs by Missy, welcome in. Hi there, welcome in. Thank you so much. These are Arita porcelain, and these are hand-painted miniature porcelain tiles. Oh, wait, let's see here. The early Victorian rich. Oh, Mia said she just received her box with the statement lapis necklace and most importantly, the early Victorian cameo brooch. They are so beautiful. Now she's got a loving home and a wonderful second life with me. Mia, that cameo is exceptional because it's so old. And it was amazing. David, thank you so much for saying that because I am going to say exactly what's on my mind now and always. I do not need a manager, and I most certainly don't need judgment. That's the last thing I need. So here we go. These are Arita porcelain. They are hand painted. Usually these are clothing buttons. Someone turned these into earrings. Someone turned these into earrings and made these Arita porcelain buttons into earrings. Look at the hand painting on these. Look at the gold gilding. Now, as screwback earrings, not as desirable as buttons. So a harder sell as earrings, which is very odd. You would think that they would be, hi Kelly, and yeah, I do have an email, but it's for the sales. I don't have an email to be contacted outside of our sales because now that I'm in front of 20,000 people, could you imagine 20,000 emails every day of my life? No thanks. No thank you. So yeah, to email for the sales, it's bullyrunantiques@gmail.com. And thank you for understanding that. Oh wait, best advice you ever was to listen to you and to go back to physical reference books on jewelry. I have learned so much from reading well-sourced reference books. Thank you for the tips. Cleo's Vintage Vault, I guess that's where, when I've said certain things on my channel that, it's like people only want me to say certain things that benefit them, but I'm going to tell you the full truth, like full on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I don't live in La La Land. I don't live in like rainbows and unicorns. I live in like real world. And my information and my intelligence has come from real life experience, which was garnished by reading books all the time. I have a book out on my desk right now. And what I'd like to do is eventually, because I don't have like memberships on my channel, I would like to be able to do like a book list. And then when people order it on Amazon, I might get like 50 cents or $1 when they order a book on Amazon. I think that's legit and fair because if I'm going to promote a product, I do think that because I've bought all of these books, I feel like I've paid my time, especially if I'm going to shout them out in front of 20,000 people. So I'm going to do a book list, so everyone bear with me. But there is a silver book out on my desk that is one of the best silver books on jewelry that you will ever buy. And when I say this, it is the single best jewelry book on vintage silver. It covers everything from Victorian, Deco, Scandinavian, Mexican, and Native American, and it's amazing. So I'm doing fantastic, Zelda. Thanks for coming in, friend. So we're just doing a quick show and tell, and then have your questions ready. But I'll get to questions in just a little book. Oh, thank you, Kimberly Olson. That's a great book. And Bonnie Myers, you said you prefer someone who just tells it like it is. I think that's where my sub count has went up, is because I'm calling it out, I'm keeping it real, and I will always tell you honestly. Even if you don't agree with me, that's okay. And there are some days I can't stand myself. So, those people that don't like me some days, you're not alone. You're not alone. I'm not the easiest to like sometimes. And I know when I'm not. I don't need to be reminded of that. So, but I really appreciate that. And oh, that is genius. I bought the Warman's edition 3 on your recommendation. Cleo's, that's my point. So when I recommended Christy Warman's book, it sold out. It sold out. There was like, I think there were like 14 on eBay, and within one day they were all gone. And then like the people said they were on back order on other websites as well. So that was way early on my channel. All right, Arita porcelain, fabulous. Amber ring, I think you saw this the day I bought it. I did polish this, and this is laminated amber and sterling silver, and whoever is sending the hearts up the side, thank you so much. And I ask you to please continue to hit the thumbs up because it does push out my videos. And again, I think I'm only going to be on about an hour, I think. So, oh, Moto is here. Hi, Moto. Welcome in, my friend. You said you still love the Miller's book. Thank you so much. Cats meow. I'm happy to give you my guidance. And you know what? It's just my opinion, and it's just the way that I've done this. That's all. It's not right. It's not wrong. It's the way that I've done it. And I'm more than happy to share it with all of you because I think I was built for this. I thought, I was going to take time off from YouTube, and it bothered me. It bothered me to let other people dictate my worth, and it bothered me to allow other people's opinion of right and wrong decide what's right and wrong for me. That's just not going to happen. Hi, Steph. I'm new here. I'll register for the next time. Been binge watching. I've learned so much from you. Oh, thank you. So, Steph, just so everybody knows, for the sales, what you have to do is, I'll show you real quick, and then everyone will know. If you go over to Bully Run Coffee, that is the channel. So anyone who's watching on replay, because a lot of times my videos will get several thousand views after they air, because people do work and they can't always make the lives. We have 104 people. So thank you so much for your time. Bully Run Coffee is the channel that we do this on. So if you go over to that, that would be magnificent. And then to send over your information, and I'll kind of cram this in here. It's bullyrunantiques@gmail.com. I'll let you take a screenshot of that. So it's bullyrunantiques@gmail.com. YouTube name, real name, shipping address, email for invoice, phone number. Those are the 5 pieces of information that we need. Now, Jeremy is not going to be answering the emails when he's on vacation. So he will answer the emails starting, I think, like the 1st of May or whatever he said. Or I don't know what date, but within a week or so. But he's not, I told him, do not answer your emails when you're on vacation. The answer is no, absolutely not. Don't do it. So he's not going to. So, yes. Oh, cool. Oh, great. Thank you so much. Thank you. And I was going to set goals tonight because I could set goals for super chats because someone did ask me. They said, hey, we do want to donate to your channel. Can you please set goals? I decided not to. So if you're offended that I didn't set goals, it's just because I didn't want to. If you have extra money and you want to put in a super chat, that's your call. But I just did not want to set goals tonight. It's my choice. I just didn't want to do it. So if you would like to, it's all left up to you. Hi, Debbie Lucio. Thank you so much. Let me see here. Let's see here. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Cleo. I'm going to do that. Jason, we like you for your unique style. Don't be discouraged by people who don't like you. Oh, thank you. See, Joshy, you didn't have to do that, hon. But thank you so much. Joshy just gave me a super chat. And Joshy, I'm working on something for you. I really am. David Berkheimer, I don't do anywhere else besides YouTube. So basically, YouTube is my Patreon. So if I did a Patreon, then I would get, paid to do that. But then everyone would have to pay to see me. And I don't want to do that. I just want to keep it free for everyone. I built my channel on honesty and transparency and the way I wanted to do it. So, which is the right way, because it's the way I feel comfortable. So, but Patreon is a totally separate thing. Oh, thank you, Joshy boy, so much. You didn't have to do that. This is art glass, and I loved this one. This came from outside Oberlin, Ohio, and anytime I find these, I go crazy. But look at the dragonfly in that shark silhouette. So that'll come to a sale. It's not major money. Oh, and the bird, because everyone has asked to see the bird again. This is rhodochrosite, malachite, and white onyx, and then those are little bronze feet. Look at how the artist carved that rhodochrosite to make it look like folded bird wings. And it almost looks like feathers, doesn't it? The little malachite beak and the little malachite tail. I simply love it. I think it's fantastic. And then this one. Look at this. Absolutely amazing. Oh, pistachio. See, I shouldn't have said anything. Pistachio, thank you so much. Now I got to put hearts on that. So can everyone please hit the thumbs up on that? And let's see here. I'm going to do this for, let's see if I can do this with one hand. Pistachio, thank you so much. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. That is just so incredibly kind for a super chat. Pistachio, you've been really You've been really, you all have picked me up and dusted me off. And I really do appreciate it. If you only knew the half of it, but I won't go there. Made in Murano, Italy, sheared and polished bottom. Look at that for a paperweight with these trumpet flowers. This came in really late the one day when Jeremy and I were shopping. And I said to myself, oh, I'm definitely doing it. And then are you ready for the big reveal? This is the best one. This came in a huge collection of stuff the other day, and I knew that inside this tiny little fitted leather case, I thought, oh God, it's going to be a ring or a pocket watch. And I was wrong on both. It's not a ring or a pocket watch. Are you ready? Does anyone have any guess what would be in here? Do you guys want to guess? Put your guess in what kind of jewelry you think would be in here. I'll wait. Just go ahead and guess. Hi, Kristen Roth. Hi, Heidi. Welcome in, Heidi. Let's see here. Catherine, a locket, a brooch. Let's see here. Hi, Turtle Shell. There's Beth. Hi, Turtle Shell. A pin, a coin, earrings. A magnifying glass. Interesting. You guys are really watching me. You really are watching close. An engagement ring, coin, cufflinks, earrings, mourning ring, necklace. Wow, interesting. Uh-huh, right. A box, a pill box, a bracelet. Ooh, a money holder. Interesting. A watch. All right. So, guess what? I couldn't believe this, but this is really an old leather covered box. And you know that I love these. Let's push the button and get in. Here we go. Are you ready? Oh my. What on God's green earth? These are turn of the century lace pins. And interestingly enough, the family has called me back. All right, are you ready for this one? This is the crazy part. The family called me back and said they have more jewelry to sell. So I asked them, are there any more pins in the collection? You know what the lady said to me? Well, that's really interesting you asked. There's three little gold tone pins with pearls on them. I bet you any amount of money when I go back. These were not supposed to be in here, but someone stored them in here. These are all gold. That's diamond, sapphire, and probably a green garnet. That's probably a green garnet. All 14 karat gold. And look at these little lace pins. They are so small and so intimate. So guess what? See how there's like little dots on the inside of this box? So as the jewelry historian that I am, I thought pearls were pushing up on the lid of this box. Do you see the little indentation of where pearls or stones would be raised? Guess what? The pearl pins probably that she still has probably go in this box. Are you kidding me? Like, how in the heck would anyone know that those are probably going to go in here? I bet you any amount of money when I go back to that house that those pearl pins fit in this tiny little box. But I was so excited by those pins. I am so excited by them. I absolutely love them. So intricate, so amazing. I absolutely love them. Oh, and then this bracelet. This is a Victorian charm bracelet. This is going to come to the sale. I've had a request to leave it together with all the charms on it. So I've said to myself, I'm going to leave it all together and we're going to bring it to a Bully Run sale. Beautiful locket and the Cuyahoga County Centennial, the Evil Eye, the Elk's Tooth, the Victorian earring, the basketball, the intaglio, the fly fishing lure, the goldstone fob, and a whole bunch of goodness on a gold-filled chain. I'm going to leave this together. And we are just going to we're gonna sell it this way. Okay, so that's this is going to come to Bully Run just as it is. I love this. Will the brooches be coming to a sale? No, Mia, I'm going to keep these. These are going to go into my collection. I have a small holding of these, so I'm going to keep these. The pearl ones might, if they do fit into this, I might bring that whole container with the pearl brooches. And they are, I believe that they would be gold. So I'll check that out. So that's a great question. I don't mind you asking, but the rest of this is going to come to a sale. Now let's get into something interesting. I did some research on some items, and let me move all this out. I got my hands full. Let me move all this out, and I'm going to put all of this out of the way of my coffee. And I'm going to make sure that I don't break anything, but I really love that. You know what? I have to leave this in as a good luck charm. I just got to look at this. I got to leave that in. Now, does anyone want to see the silver bangles that I bought? I got really lucky. Is everyone ready? I got really lucky. Oh, the size of the bracelet, Deborah McComb, I have no idea, but I'll know soon. Will the brooches become okay? Got that one. Love the antique box. Yes, I love it, but I'll bring antique boxes too. Okay. Hi, Betty. Welcome in and thank you so much. Look at these for sterling silver bangles. I went sterling silver bangle crazy. So look at these. What on earth is going on? And some are Felch and Company for Danecraft, and people are like, "How do you know?" And I go, "Because they're signed." And I do know their patterns. I think this is one of them. I think that's Felch and Company for Danecraft. Look at those beautiful stylized roses with that kind of scrolled design. These are all sterling silver, all the way through and through, all sterling silver. This reeded design. Why I've always loved these is look at the story that tells all stacked together. And someone would say, "Oh my gosh, I mean, how did you find that many?" I said to myself, I got really lucky. I'm incredibly, incredibly lucky. Let's see here. I had one like this a few months ago. I sold it for, I think I sold it for 68 and they sell online for over 100. So they sell online for way over 100. Let's go into the reeded design. Let's go into this rope twist with the scroll design. Absolutely love these. Hi, Montana girl. Welcome in, sweetheart. Thank you. And for anyone that I missed, please understand. Oh, Terry Cover, thank you. Please understand I can't watch the chat the whole time. But if I missed anyone coming in of 155 people, I want to welcome each and every one of you into my world. And thank you so much. And I looked at my lives and I thought, wow, I haven't been on live for 2 weeks. 2 weeks I've missed you guys talking live. It's incredible. So, oh, thank you. That's Nancy Eaton, Vintage Florida. Susie Mulvey, thank you so much. Yes, absolutely amazing. Danecraft bangles are fantastic. Hi, Mona Liz. Mona's Little World. Hi, buddy. Welcome in. Oh, Helen. Can everyone please welcome Helen in for her first live? Can you just all put Helen with the heart? Pretty please. I ask you, thank you so much for putting the word Helen in. And 148 people. I couldn't be more delighted, but look at the oxidation on these silver bangles. And I've often said, don't polish your silver, let it polish itself. Because look what happens. Look at the detail on these. Are you kidding? I mean, is that not like one of the coolest stacks of bracelets? Look at you all go. Thank you. Montana girl, thank you so much. I love you. I really do. I honestly, truly, truly love you. Oh, nice, Debbie Lucio. Fantastic. I like to hear the victory stories as well. So when you have a victory story after watching my channel and what I do, please let me know if you ever have a victory story out there. So Cutie Pie, thank you for saying that. Cutie Pie, I appreciate that. Yeah, Jesus loves everybody. Absolutely. 100%. That is absolutely true. Oh, I know, Tess. I know, honey. So these were in another video of mine, and what I wanted to do, thank you so much, Pistachio, and welcome in Mulaney Brown. Hi. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, Mulaney, thank you so much for being here. Hi, Marcella, welcome in. Cutie Pie, thank you so much. Thank you for being so nice. I appreciate that. But these are, and I'm gonna go with the pronunciation that I've always known. It's Kulpitan, so Kulpitan Kulta. So that is Kupitaan, and then Kulta, Kulta, Kulpitan Kulta. This is a maker from Finland, and their maker's mark is just a little anvil. Okay, so like there's like a little cartouche that is rectangular, and it's a little anvil that's stylized. Okay, and they're very, very sought after for late 60s wearable art sculpture jewelry. We'll go one at a time and I'll show you these up close, but I do want to bring at least a few of these to one of the sales. I don't know if I'll get to it within the next couple of weeks or not. I am not in any panic or hurry. I'm simply not. So look at the way that these are constructed in solid sterling silver. These do have the old price tags on them. Back in the day, that was $11.50. $11.50 for this incredible wearable sculpture. Now, pay attention to these because nowadays they bring between 95 and 165. Depending on complexity of design, 95 to 165. Why it's important. You could be at Goodwill, You could be at Salvation Army. You could do jewelry jars. You could go to a yard sale. These are very not easy to find, but they're what do I say? They're simply overlooked. Okay, they're very, very dramatic and they're very modernist. Look at this one that looks like a cracked open cup that has these spheres of sterling silver. These are completely hand fabricated. Absolutely hand fabricated. Was $30 back in the day, now $15. Let's see if we can get in there on that mark. See all these little marks down here, usually marked made in Finland, and then you will see a little, I'm going to see if I can get in on that on one of them. Hold on. Let me see which one would be the most clear that I could get in on for you. Let me grab my loop. I'm going to try and get in on that little tiny little baby hallmark. And let's see here. There we go. All right, we're going to set these down. I'm going to scoot these out of the way, and I'm going to stop screaming. So, oh, thank you, Mulaney, for saying you love my energy. Ah, some people just don't. But I tell them it's okay to leave. You don't have to stay, you know? If you ever find me difficult to watch, you could go somewhere else. You know, I'm good with it. Let's see here. Oh, we can almost, so the very first mark there, all the way on the left, is a little anvil. I wish I could get a little closer, and it's not going to let me. Nope, I'm pushing on the lens of the camera. You'll have to trust me. There's a little teeny tiny hallmark down in there that is a little anvil. Let me see if I can get in better on this. Hold on. I'm going to try my other loop. I'm going to try my fancy loop. Let's try this. Oh, thank you, David Berkheimer. I don't know if Jeremy's watching right now because he was still packing and he was situating the cats today. Let's see if we can get in there on the dirt underneath my fingernails to really drive people crazy. Let's do, all right, there we go. See that little anvil all the way over to the left? There's a little anvil inside of a box. That's Colpiton Culta. That is the maker. And then the 925 and S, so sterling silver. Yes, some of these are adjustable, but unlike today's adjustables, they're very thick-walled. Like, that's not going to open up on you at all. And look how that's work-hardened. So that's very robust. Can't even pull it apart. When you look at today's bands that are adjustable, they're garbage. They're crap. Let's just be honest and call it what it is. You catch it on something and you rip the ring apart. It's not something that I would recommend, is all I can say. I guess my chat just froze. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 sec. Hold on. Let's go to all messages. And there we go. I can see everybody now. All right, there we go. Now I can see everybody. Hold on. Coffee Expo. I have these. Two in your hands. Love those Finland rings. Okay, hold on. I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Okay. Took it to a jeweler, evaluate, offer to purchase from 4,000. Purchase an unsigned silver tone glass brooch from an estate sale. Took it to a jeweler for evaluation. He offered to purchase me for 4,000. I decided, and then I don't know what it says. Cleo's Vintage Vault. What was it? What was the piece? You have to tell us. I first live too. Just received paperweights from the sale. They're perfect in my paperweight collection. Oh, Jenny Lewis, thank you so much. Those were out of my collection. So let's see here. It's, whoa. I don't know what that means. Okay. Thank you. Just to hear your voice heals me. Oh, Jody Chafin, thank you so much for saying that. David Berkheimer, you said my honesty is refreshing. Thank you. I do appreciate all of you. And when I'm not right, I do appreciate people giving me the grace to make it right. That's all. That's all I can say. So you are my baby brother. I will never leave you. Love you so much. You are online brother. You only have a sister. Terry, I've always loved you. And thank you for not believing what other people say about me. I just bought 10 pounds of jewelry for my granddaughters to sort through. They're going to love it. Oh, thank you. Bruden, hi there. Hi, Bruce and Dennis. Bruce, hi, Polly. Platinum and diamond ruby brooch. Oh, so it was platinum, diamond, and ruby. Oh, but it was sold as silver. Wow. That sounds like a total winner. Love it. Oh, thank you, Pamela Tomlinson, for being here. All right, so this one, look at the way this is produced. And doesn't that look like that dot is just floating in space? Look at that hammered frame, and it's a little cup that's soldered down to that. Is that not amazing? And everyone that I wanted to see is here tonight. Thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate it. 148 people. I was expecting like maybe 90. So thank you so much. This is all kind of trapped on itself. And this one is also by Colpiton Culta. And I used to say, oh, I just did it. Did you guys hear what I just did? I always put an L in there and I said Colpiton Culpiton colta. No, it's Capitan colta. So I always used to throw an L in there. I don't know why, but just like I don't know, I just did. So, so, oh, wow. Cleo's Vintage. That's a big win. You bought it for 50 cents and it's worth 4 grand. I hope my videos helped you. I hope they did. I hope so. I hope so. Have you ever thought about charging for an online appraisal service? Chelsea, thank you for asking. Interestingly enough, Jeremy and I are setting up an online appraisal service. So that's kind of one of the major announcements coming. I guess I can tell you guys now, since 145 people are here, I am working on another podcast as well. So I might start a third channel. I talked with let's just say I talked with an advisor and I might start a third channel. So it's quite possible. They're in, well, we are in talks, so we'll see what happens. I'm not going to say any more. That's all I'm going to say. All right. Now, David Berkheimer, Rick Patterson. I don't know if he's here tonight at all. Rick, if you're in the chat, just let us know. A lot of people are just sitting back and chilling. So, Rick, if you're here, let us know. I'm going to see Rick this week, by the way. We are going to have a day away, and it's going to be amazing. So, Deborah McCollum, I know, right? That's what I'm saying. Look at this. I know you guys. Oh no, Helen, I'm not cheating on you guys. But most certainly there's big things coming. And let me say this much. In my 30 years in resale, how do you think I'm still in business? It's called networking. It's called leaving people at the altar of hate and jealousy and moving on to places of goodness. And so I actually am networking with 2 different people right now. And the news is good, and I'm very, very happy. So Linda Bengay, that's what I wanted to hear. You said, I will be there for you. So Carol Schultz, I do not sleep very much. I just don't. So thank you, Pistachio, so much for saying that. Thank you. That's one of my favorite one-liners. Oh, thank you. Nancy Eaton, I'm gonna do videos on hallmarks, but I'd have to do very specific videos on hallmarks. And as soon as I see things like this, I already know what the marks are. But I could do ones that, let me say this much, Nancy. A lot of times when you get into books, there's a lot of marks that you will never see. Okay, so I want to do a user's practical guide because too many channels right now are saying, look for this, look for this, and look for this. And then you never find those pieces. I want to do a practical guide of showing you what you can find and showing you the marks that do matter. I don't want to ever say that certain artist marks don't matter because then someone's going to come for me because then I'm being mean. But some artist marks don't matter in the great scheme of elevating values and escalating values. That's what I'll say there. So, oh, thank you. That is why I was able to pick it up. Your teaching, just because it is unmarked, doesn't mean it has no value. Your teaching has led me to a different and profitable direction. Thank you. Cleo's Vintage Vault, that's what makes me continue to do this. Absolutely. I will never give up on you guys because you have never given up on me. And that is truthful and as transparent as I can get. So thank you so much. This one, absolutely exquisite. Absolutely love that design. And then all of these as well. Look at that bypass design. But again, bypass, normally these would like come apart and they would, you'd put your finger down and you would rip the ring off within 5 minutes of wearing it because bypass design bands are just, they're not the best. I'm not a fan. That's all I can say. Not a fan. And what I'll say is these are just robust and amazing. Hi, Chris. Welcome in, my friend. Thanks for making it, Chris. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, you know what, David? You said they come for the bull, they get the horn. I did say a couple weeks ago, beat on a hornet's nest, and what do you expect? So look at these, though. They're wearable sculpture, and they're op art, and they're amazing. I'm going to be bringing these back, and I am going to sell a few of them. So I wanted to say that look for, again, Capitan, Kupitann, and then Kulta, Kulta. So look for Capitan Kulta. Those are from Finland, and I love them very much. So I think they're amazing, and I love them. Does anyone want to see a Scandinavian necklace I picked up? Look at this beauty in its original box. Look at this. In its original box from the late 1970s, and I always tell people, if you found this somewhere, right, just randomly, there are no marks that you can see. All right. So I want to show you a little trick. I want to show you something about Scandinavian jewelry, specifically Scandinavian. I'm not talking about Mexican. I'm not talking about Native American. I'm not talking about American. I'm talking about Scandinavian silver. Do you guys know where these are normally marked? Can anyone tell me? So, can anyone tell me in their personal time in doing this, where are Scandinavian pieces normally marked? I'm waiting. Oh, I'm gonna get a drink, by the way. Oh, I'm gonna get, you know what I'm gonna get some lemonade. Oh, I'm gonna get some lemonade. Oh, Helen, Yep, Helen got it. Mm-hmm. Mm. Lemonade. Helen got it. Is everyone ready? So Helen nailed it. Right on the bail. Look. Look at all those little teeny tiny hallmarks. Silver, the date letter, and that it was made in Finland. Are you kidding? And look at those stones and look at the modernist form of this, how that bends the light. I love that it has its original box. Look at this original modern box with this kind of ice chipped sides. How modern and how cool. And guess what? It's made to sit at an angle. See how this is angled? So when it was in the store, it was just beautiful. What did I miss? Montana said something. Love you guys. Can't stay tonight. Prayers for my daughter. Chinny is very ill. Okay. Montana girl, I love you. Go take care of your daughter. We will send prayers. Absolutely. Absolutely prayers to Montana girl. We love you. So absolutely. Everyone send prayers to Montana girl, please. So thank you so much for doing that. Mary has a strong connection with healing vibes and God, and my mom is brilliant at it. And so, Montana girl, we've got you. Every time I don't have you, Mary's got you. So, thank you so much for stopping me, Mom. I appreciate that. Did anyone see my YouTube short of when I found this with my mother and Jeremy? Because I did. I found this with my mom and Jeremy, and this was $5, and this is Victorian, late, late 1850, early. Oh boy, it goes late 1850 through about 1870. By 1870, the form was different on these, but look at this for one of the best mourning bracelets. This is definitely used for funeral, absolutely. In mourning, and look at those gold bands that run the length of this. And again, I noted the construction, the riveted piece here, and look at the countersunk and hidden hinge that then this opens. Absolutely exquisite. So beautiful, so fantastic. I just love this. I think this is just absolutely incredible. I love this. So I don't know. I don't know what else to say besides I absolutely love that. And what a deal. A coral and sterling silver Navajo ring. Absolutely love that as well. Stay tuned because you won't want to miss this. This just came in yesterday. And Jeremy and I were at an antique mall, and I said to him, "Slow down, slow down. We need this." So, oh, this is oval. Yeah, that is an oval. Most Victorian bracelets are not round. This is oval, Kimberly. So most are oval, and I'll show you that again for age. The safety chain. Do we want to talk about the material tonight? I'm not going to get into hard rubber and vulcanite. I'm just not going to do it. Most of the time, this is considered vulcanite, so I'm not going to get into. I've done the difference before, and we're not going to talk about that tonight. But definitely, no one asked the material. But I'm just going to say, let's put up the quotes and go vulcanite. So, AKA hard rubber. On this construction of that one, very unusual. And for $5, these now go for retail on that one's like $195. So I made $190 by shopping, which is quite incredible when you think about it. Oh, there's Simply Roberta's Treasures. That's my dear friend Roberta that has sales like almost every night. You know what? Let me grab, hold on. I am going to go to channel, and Roberta always, she always has this she has this little brooch, this little brooch that says, "I love Jason." So Roberta always makes me so happy. She's a dear friend. She's an ally and a dear friend and someone that I absolutely love. I love her and I love her and I love her. So Roberta, there's your channel. So anyone who is not subscribed of the 149 people, could you please go over and subscribe to my dear friend, Simply Roberta's Treasures. And let me make sure that I said that correctly, because now There we go. Simply Roberta's Treasures. There we go. So if you aren't familiar with Roberta, she goes on with us, Jewelry Nurse and Elizabeth K. So, oh, and there's Elizabeth K as well. Let me grab Elizabeth. Nope, not Joshy. Let me grab Elizabeth. Um, Even though there's a bad joke there, I want to grab Joshy. So let's see here. Elizabeth, why can't I go to your channel? Go to channel. And then I wish Jewelry Nurse was here because I could drop Jewelry Nurse's channel and then you'll know where to go. But if you don't know, go over to Jewelry Nurse's. That is Cindy. And then Cindy is with Roberta and Elizabeth. And there's Elizabeth's. And I don't know why I can't see it now. Oh, this doesn't make any sense. So, hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Hold on. I gotta drop this. Paste. And there's Elizabeth's channel. That shouldn't have been so difficult. And then Mia is... Where is Mia's? Go to channel. Sorry, guys, just a little delay because I want to share some love. A lot of people had once said, well, you'll forget people when you get to a certain amount of subscribers. And it's not that I want to prove them wrong, but they never knew who I was. So they're highly confused, is all I can say. And there is Mia's. So that's Crazy May's Stash. So you guys go over to those few channels, Simply Roberta's Treasures, Elizabeth K's Jewelry, and Crazy May's Stash. I really, really like them very much. Oh, Lynn C., hi there. And everyone, thank you for welcoming Lynn in, because Lynn is new to all of us. So, Lynn, thank you. 158 people. So look at this little rattle. This is celluloid. This is celluloid. Oh, Deborah, you're right. You're right. This is celluloid and Bakelight. And look, it's a little rabbit that is a celluloid body. And then look at the little Bakelight hands, the little Bakelight feet, and the little Bakelight tail, and it sits up on its own for a little teeny tiny celluloid baby rattle. Are you kidding me? Like, are you joking? This is just insane. So, oh, thank you, Joshy, for subbing to all. Joshy, thank you. You won't be disappointed. So, you absolutely won't be disappointed. And if you guys don't know Beth at the Turtle Shell, you got to go over to her as well. Look at when Bakelight oxidizes. So those started life as the same green. Okay, this was just in daylight. So this one oxidized more. So that was like on a dresser and daylight hit this one more. But isn't that adorable? It was only $15. And I was like, this is amazing. Yeah, Helen, they don't use these anymore. So they wouldn't use this anymore. People know that, but they wouldn't use this anymore. But isn't that just so preciously cute? Like a celluloid and Bakelite crib toy. Years ago, these were selling for like $165. Now these are down to, boy, oh boy, like these are down to probably like $65 for this exact one. It's a very unusual version. But I thought, yes, someone's gonna go crazy for that at one of the sales. And then pearls that came in from the thrift. Pearls, I'd shown this before, so I don't want to repeat myself, but pearls and carnelian and awesome, and I just love it. Does anyone want to see my my amazing Bakelite treasures? Does anyone want to see my Bakelite treasures from eBay? Just put in the chat Bakelight if you want to see the Bakelight. And if you don't, I won't show it. I don't have to show it. It's okay. I'm trying to move some stuff out of the way. I got very carried away with today's kind of haul, if you will, as I'm like running across the house trying to put stuff away. Does anyone want to? Okay, they do. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. These just came in. And I'm really, really happy because they just came in. And I have two other ones, but you want to stay tuned because I haven't seen one of these ever in real life. And I'm very happy because I do want to extend my Bakelite collection. And I have said to myself, now that prices are down and very reasonable, look how everyone's going crazy. I struggle with identifying real pearls. Kimberly Olsen, that's really easy. I'll get you in 1 second, honey. Give me 1 second, Kimberly. I'm going to give you a crash course. Ew, look at Santa Beard. Santa Beard, that's a no-no. That gets thrown in the trash. And then, like, watch what happens. I get it stuck on my ring. Look, Santa Beard, and I cleaned up my act. I'm not going to say what I always call this. Do you guys remember what I did? It's not good. My mom's here, and she'll get mad. Even though she won't, she's used to it. My mom should have beaten me when I was little. So I won't do it because Roberta's here and she's a lady. So she's a lady and she's a fine lady. Dog mom. Dog mom knows what it's called. Yeah, I just can't stand it. I can't stand that stuff. This is Bakelight. It's a checkerboard belt buckle. Do you guys want to know? Do you guys want to know for in my 30 years of collecting Bakelite, I've never been able to find this. I've never been able to find this. I've seen it in books and I've never been able to find this. And pistachio, you're exactly right. That's exactly what I called it. So this is the checkerboard. Look at how this Bakelite is laminated together, and then it's angled on the sides with bevel. And I couldn't believe I found this on eBay. I was to the moon. You don't understand. I mean, just as a belt buckle, but it's just like I just can't. I can't do this. I love this. Arthur Witt, you're new to us. I don't know you, Arthur, but welcome in. So this was $180. I would have paid 300. I would have paid 300 plus because I have to have it for my collection. It was a must. I didn't care. That was a steal. I'll never sell it because I've never seen it outside of a book. I do have the matching bangle, and I paid $1,600 for the matching bangle, but it's only 5 rows. So the matching bangle is only 5 rows, and amazing. So then there's this one. This one was a big surprise because you have to watch. You guys have got to watch. Bakelight and reproductions are costing people a lot of money. And I'm going to do an identification video on the reproductions and how good some of them are. Okay, so stick with me. I'll do it. I haven't gotten there yet. Look at this one for a wide tropical leaf and a thumbprint. So this is called thumbprint because look, your thumb fits right in there. So it's thumbprint and tropical leaf carved. Normally, if you just see the thumbprint, it's called a thumbprint carved bracelet, and it will alternate the thumbprints throughout. Sometimes it comes in on the sides, and it'll alternate and undulate the thumbprint this way rather than across the bracelet. Look how deep this is. Let's go in and take a look. Look at the oxidation on the inside of this. This is 100% authentic 1940s, 1950s, absolutely authentic Bakelite. It's the right color. It's the right size. It's the right patina. It's the right luster. It's the right weight. I don't know what else to say. It was only $90. $90? I freaked out. This bracelet all day long at one of my shows is still $225. 225, I don't know, 225 to 245, easy, like absolutely easy. And they sell, and I'll show you why in just a minute. Everyone stay tuned because you won't believe these other two that I picked off of eBay. But I'm going to tell you right now, be very careful. For every one authentic, listen to me close, guys. This is not a lecture. This is to help you. For every one authentic carved Bakelite bracelet I now see on eBay, for every one, there's at least 4 or 5 that are not authentic. Mulaney, we can show that, honey. They just don't like when people swear on my channel, but I didn't set that. So, because I say ass all the time, so we can show Mulaney. Mulaney, you did nothing wrong. They just froze it because you had used the word ass, but I think it's hilarious. So, reproductions are everywhere. Now, there is reproductions of this bracelet. So I was highly skeptical when I found this bracelet on eBay. And I said to myself, take the chance. If it's not right, send it back. This is one, no, Mulaney, absolutely not. I think it's hilarious. This is incredible. Look at the luster, look at the polish, look at the oxidation. Turn it to the side and see how that orange is laminated, cast and laminated to the surface of the yellow. So that is 2 colors poured together in the same tube. See how there's no seam there? You can't really feel a seam. Okay, wait 1 second. Dumb question. If strong plastics like Bakelight with metal can stick in the plastic, doesn't combining them with metal components risk that? Yes, it does. Absolutely. Yes, Mia Denzettaros. A lot of times when you see the hinges on the inside of Bakelight bangles, that is a brilliant question, Mia. Thank you for stopping me. Let me show you a button, and let me show you what Mia just asked me, and I'll show you proof. Look at this metal shank that went into this button. Do you see this corrosion? So why is that corroded? Because it was brass or steel. Let me show you another button that, look at this. So that is brass or steel. Look how the metal got sick with corrosion. So if this is stored next to this, that is going to spread to that metal. The reason why is because, Mia, I got it. The reason why is look how it could spread to other metals. Hi, Steve's Collect. No problem. It's okay to take a nap. I'm gonna need one later on tonight after I take Jeremy to the airport at like 4 in the morning. Someone said to me, "Are you taking Jeremy to the airport?" And I said, "He thinks so." Until he pulls into my driveway at 2 a.m. and there's an Uber waiting to take him. But I can't do that. I have to see my bear off safe. I have to see my bear off safe. I really do. So, oh, thank you, Deborah McCollum. I will always try and teach you whenever I find things to talk about. So see how that is actually flaking off? That will get the other buttons sick. Okay, so again, these are Bakelight. Black does not test. This will test. Thank you, Karen, for saying that. Yes, safe travels to Jeremy. I'll move that button box over. Does anyone want to see the Bakelight buttons? They're coming up in a video. I can ruin the surprise if you guys want to see over 170 Bakelight buttons. Do you guys want to see? I just got them in, if you want to see. Oh, exactly. So that's why on the belt buckle, that's why that is sick. That's why the metal is sick on the back of the belt buckle. But see, it started where, look where it started. It started where the metal touches the plastic. See what I'm saying? So yes, that is rusted and corroded. I will take care of that though. There's ways to take care of that. Oh, you want to see the buttons. All right, everyone watch this. So, oh, watch this. Okay, we'll get to the buttons. Watch this, guys. So this was a no-brainer. On such a bangle, because of the thickness of this, this would be around 195, and I bought this one for, I think, 70. I was delighted because look how heavy and chunky. That's solid Bakelight through and through. Would you guys like me to test some Bakelight on screen? Do you guys want me to test some? I will. Can I show you guys my favorite, though? So this has been in my collection forever. This is a vent hole and a carved bangle. This is in creamed corn, and this has oxidized over the years. See how much more white it is on the inside? And then look at the outside, that goldenrod yellow. Now, again, please listen close. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of reproductions of these cast and carved bangles, okay? So please be careful. Please know the forms, okay? On the new carvings, they're not right. They're too ornate. They're too over the top. They're too excessive. They're too fantasy. Someone just did a video on a YouTube thing and they were pointing at the screen, completely confused, like, look at how great this auction result is off of eBay. The bracelet was fake. It was absolutely fake, and she's pointing at it going, look at the great result. It was like $600. That is, it's not true. It wasn't Bakelight. It wasn't vintage. It had nothing. It was a fantasy piece that was brand new. It was garbage plastic, and someone bought it for $600, and you got another content creator going, look at how great this is for $600. It, in fact, is not. It's a fake, it's a piece of trash, and it's worth 20 bucks. Okay, so we'll get to the test in 1 second. I just get so frustrated with people that, you know, it's like, if you don't know the game, stay out of it. I keep saying it over and over. These are my two favorite I just got off of eBay, and Pamela Tomlinson is going to lose her mind. These are both correct. These are both 100% correct. These are correct all day long. The oxidation is right. The carving is correct. The flowers are correct. The color is correct. The wall thickness is correct. Everything on both of these massive, monumental tropical flower carved bracelets is 180% correct. Okay? So now, here's the difference. If these were the contemporary garbage knockoffs imported from China and carved with like a chainsaw, right? And put up on eBay as vintage and Bakelight. First of all, the reproductions are not vintage. And second of all, they're not Bakelight. So stop saying it. Two things you shouldn't say. I will start to clear the air with this information. The reason why I get agitated is because I've been at the Bakelight game for now 29 years. 29 years. I've seen it all. I have seen it all. Okay. So I will call it out when I see reproductions. These are completely correct. They're absolutely magnificent. Now, if these were contemporary and garbage and junk, I would say if you pay $20 a piece, you're getting your money's worth, because that's all they'll ever be worth. These as originals from the 1940s, 1950s, in genuine, absolute genuine Bakelight, the difference is staggering. $295 $2.95, probably more like $3.95, $3.95 retail prices still to this day. Okay, still to this day. Kelly N, you purchase at our sales, honey. This is just a haul video. Let me go in and show you a test. Let me go grab a Q-tip. Give me 1 sec. Mom, watch a chat, honey. Watch a chat, watch a chat. I'm going to run in here and grab out of my little vanity jar. I'm going to grab something I can show you guys a test now. Hopefully everyone's behaving in the chat, I hope. Haven't had any problems lately. It's really strange. Once you kind of shake stuff off, they don't come for you, you know? It's just crazy. Don't need help. Oh, you're fine. Oh, Mom, you're fine. Okay, let's see here. So let's go back up here and go with, oh, there's Lori J. Lori J, I didn't go on vacation, honey. Jeremy went on vacation. So what we use to test Bakelight is Simichrome polish. Everyone take a screenshot. So Simichrome polish. Everyone ready? How do you put Bakelight on? No, they're rigid. I don't put the bangles on because they don't fit. So I don't put the bangles on because they don't fit. But they slip on over the hand, but I don't wear the bangles because I can't get them on. And I have hundreds of them. Okay, so, oh, thank you. Okay, there we go. And, oh, Kelly, for the sale, honey, it's on Bully Run Coffee. So anyone that was asking about the sale, honey, it's on Bully Run Coffee. It'll be, I don't know, in 2 Tuesdays from now or 1 Tuesday from now. I don't remember. It's always Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. Lori J, I love you. So here we go. This is what you guys need to know, and this is going to make you a lot of money. So 173 people, this is going to make you a tremendous amount of money, and I mean a hell of a lot of money, so pay attention, okay? Important information. I never give a lecture. This is the only lecture I'll give you. Q-tip with nothing on it, white Q-tip, right? Just a simple Q-tip. This is your secret weapon, and this is your other secret weapon. Watch how little bit of polish I get on this. Let's see here. Let's do this. And let's do that. There we go. All right, so are you guys ready? Here we go. Here we go. Here's your little lecture series. There is a tiny little bit. Do you see how much I put on there? Anyone? Oh, thank you, W. Marion. See, W. Marion needs to be my my manager. W. Marion, do you want to be my manager? And I'm being serious because I need a manager. So, can't buy in California. Oh, Lori, you can order it on Amazon, I think. Or you know what, Lori? Maybe, thank you, Mary. She said the next sale is May 6th, Tuesday. May 6th at 7 p.m. I've completely lost my mind, guys, because my library talk the other day just had me, like, I have another library talk. Can I tell you guys? I scheduled 2 back-to-back, and it's amazing. Lori Ambrose, what I'll do is I will, let's see here. I will try and get some Simichrome in, and then I can sell them at my sales, and I can put them in your box. Because it's not a toxic material that I can't ship. So I can most certainly ship it to you, Lori Ambrose. Absolutely. Oh, they won't send. Well, I can send it to you. I'm sure. I think I'll look it up, but I don't think it would be a problem. All right, everyone ready? So this is the inside of the Bakelight bracelet. Please do not rub Simichrome on the outside of anything. If you have a brooch, don't do the front. If you have whatever, just do the inside. And all you have to do is watch what happens, guys. Okay, so Lori Ambrose, I'll look into it because I'll ask my post office if I'm allowed to send Simichrome. But you know what? You solve the problem now. Just get 409 cleaner, guys. Okay, here's another one that does the same thing. It's the same test, different product. Can you get 409 cleaner in California? Dear God, I hope so. Because if not, California's dirty. So can you get 409 cleaner? Is that, Lori, is it possible? Like 409 cleaner? 409? So if you can get 409, it's the same. Chris, you're laughing. It's the same. I know. So don't get me started on California. I love California, but that's all I'll say. Are you ready? Look, watch. A little tiny little rubby dub. Everyone's still here with me? You can get 409. Oh, guess what? So okay, you can get 409. Guess what? This is the same test with 409. Okay? So all right, look. Do you see what happened? Voila! Does everyone see that? What color is the Q-tip now? So it started life light pink, right? So it started life light pink. And look what color it is now. What color did that turn, everybody? Here, let's see. There's the original on the left. There's the test on the right. Oh, thank you, Mary. Thank you, Mary. See, look at this. Okay, so you use the smallest amount of 409 cleaner. And when I say the smallest amount, you saw how much I put on this, okay? So it is yellow, and I consider that nothing against smokers, but I consider that nicotine yellow. That's what I consider it. That's what I've always called it, nicotine yellow. That's what your drapes look like if you're Pall Mall Patty. So let me see if I can get where I tested. Hold on, let me wipe this off, guys, because I never leave the polish on, okay? Here is a napkin, and then I just go around on the inside, and I just go, okay, so there we go. It's all wiped off on the inside. Please do not ever test on the outside why it takes oxidation off. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Kelly. So, all right. So, Lori, so what you'll do is you'll get 409 cleaner, get a little cap off your pop bottle, right? So get a little teeny tiny plastic cap, unless you're not allowed plastic caps in California, but get a little cap off your plastic bottle, okay? Dip the 409 in the Q-tip, wipe it off. You don't want like it's soaked with 409, right? You want the smallest amount. I know Michelle D, Paul Malpatty. So you want the smallest amount of 409 on there. You don't need a lot. You need the tiniest little bit. And then guess what you do? Oh, wait. I work for the post office. I don't see flammable symbol. It should be mount. See, Mulaney, I've sent Simichrome in the mail before. And I told them it was Simichrome. So Mulaney said that, I don't know about pearls, but we'll get, oh, pearl info. You're right, Mom. I forgot about that. I work for the post office. Don't see flammable symbol. It should be mailable. You know what, Mulaney? I think it is mailable. So, oh, here we go. Crash course. All right, ready, Kelly? Crash course. Real pearls. Are you ready? I'll get back to Simichrome in a minute because I got to do this. So watch this. These are real pearls. I can tell because, well, I've been around them for 30 years. These are real. Watch. Rub them together. Let's do these two right here. Not the stones. Not stones. Only pearl. Pearl on pearl. Ready? There is a sandiness and a grittiness. There is like a resistance of almost like if you took toothpaste, right? And you took it and you put it in between the pearls and you feel this little tiny resistance, the most little tiny little bit of sandpaper, okay? It's absolutely cultured or real pearls, okay? Is that okay? Does that answer your question? Let me go grab other pearls to show you. Let me grab, well, I don't have any. No, these aren't real. Darn it. So real pearls, when you rub them together, this is just a poor example, but if you rub them together and you feel a little tiny resistance, it's almost like like nails on a chalkboard. Those are real pearls. So W. Lucille, please don't put them on your teeth. Please don't put them on your teeth. You don't need to put them on your teeth. Did that help? Oh, and then faux pearls. Thank you. Faux pearls are smooth. So there's no resistance on faux pearls. They just glide across each other. So, oh, yes, it can be sent to California. It doesn't allow it because it causes cancer. That's why you can't get it in California. I think everything causes cancer. I truly believe that. But that's about the dumbest thing I've ever heard. But Simichrome has been with me. Let's see here. It just says, let's take a look and see. It's made in Germany. It's a polishing compound. It's perfect for aluminum, silver, brass, chrome, and any metal. It leaves a protective film. Rub briskly. It's made in Germany. It's sent through Iowa. And it just says, keep out of the reach of children. And it says, avoid contact with eyes, mucous membranes, and prolonged contact with the skin. That's all. So if people were using this as sunscreen, then yeah, it's going to cause cancer. Absolutely. But I don't think they should use it as sunscreen. And people probably shouldn't use 409 for like, I don't know, for a drink. I don't know. Just, you know what I'm saying? It's like everything causes cancer, but Simichrome polish does not have, I have never felt threatened around it as a chemical. So, and I use it in my studio frequently on my metal. So, that's what I do. So, yes. Did I answer the question about pearls, Kelly Ann? What's the difference between real and cultured? So, Kelly Ann, I did a pearl video already, but to answer your question very quickly, so real is like, okay, so cultured pearls are real, but real pearls that are not cultured were started life by a little irritant that started in the clam and then created a pearl. Okay, it has no core or seed that mankind started. Cultured pearls are started by man, and they are cultured in these cages So if you do a quick search, it'll show you the cages that the clams grow the pearls in for, depending on, luster and quality, 3 to 5 or 7 years is the normal. And then the seed or the bead per se round produces a round pearl, or it should. Sometimes it doesn't. The pearl fights with that. But you put it in the pearl, you put the seed in there, you put the clam back in the water, and it grows a pearl. So that's cultured pearl. Okay, so the real pearls are more expensive. 180% more expensive than cultured. Absolutely. And in my time, Kelly and I have had of real pearl necklaces, I've had one in 32 years. One in 32 years. A lot of questions tonight, and I didn't get to questions yet, but I will take one more, and then I'm going to show you the rest of my stuff, and then we'll get right back into the questions. Norma, does simichrome? It does not. I've covered that 9,999 times, but I'm going to cover it one more time for the people that just joined in. Black Bakelight does not test with simichrome, and let me put a little simichrome on here. Let me rub it on the black, and the answer is no. Black Bakelight does not, and I put way too much on, but this is just a button. Well, it did a little bit, so there's a little yellow right there. So yeah, black did test on this one, probably because this is a darker green and has oxidized, but do you see that that was from the bracelet and that was from the button? See that it's like black and dirty and it's not really yellow? Black Bakelight will not test with simichrome. So, and I've covered this before, but I'll cover it again for those that don't know. Red Bakelight, a lot of times red will not test as well. So red will not test as well. So just so you know, I guess what I'll do is, so let me go into this before we get into questions, guys. And Norma, thank you for the question. Sorry that I just want to show a little bit more, and then we'll get into questions in just a couple minutes. But I show you how to test for Bakelight because it is important. I'll show you a few more things. Gemstones in the light bulb. A lot of gemstones coming to the sales. If you like aquamarine, blue topaz, amethyst, peridot, citrine, please come to the next sale because we're going to have a lot of that. Bakelight bracelets that I picked up the other day. I did buy, I think they were $8 for the 3? I forget. Red, gold, and green. And look at that bluish green for Bakelight. Very cool for spacers. And people that are just getting into Bakelight, I will have a very nice sampling for you very, very soon. Norma, you are so welcome, and I'm sorry that I seemed pissed, but I could be derailed by 179 questions, and I just want to try and get through this for everyone that came for a preview. Norma, thank you for understanding that I'm not trying to be a dick. So thank you, Norma. And these are by Leah Stein. These are plastic and amazing. Kristen Roth, you'll have to go back because Bakelight alert. Kristen Roth, you're going to have to go back because big time Bakelight alert. Absolutely monumental wins off of eBay. Had to have this one. And look at the color story there. I said, okay, I want the biggest and best I can find. Hi, Sierra Rose. Welcome in. This one is Art Deco. Oh, Turtle Shell. Thank you for saying that. You know what, Turtle Shell? I learn every day of my life. And I mean, I learn every day of my life. Do you guys want to see the Navajo bracelet I landed? This was my best thing I have found. Oh, you're welcome, Erin. Thank you. Yeah, Norma, it was a great question, and I thank you so much for asking. So look at this for Navajo. And you know how I've told you about the early ones being cold forged? Look at this. This was chisel cut. So follow me, guys. So normally, okay, let's do the normal bracelet without the chisel carving. Can you guys guess how much this would be if this was just Fred Harvey era as a silver and turquoise bracelet? If I didn't show you the chisel carving, how much would this be worth as a normal or usual silver bracelet with turquoise? Are you guys ready? So go ahead and guess. Well, Jody, 500 for what it is, right? Karen, correct, 120. 120, 300's a good guess for one that's from like, 185, 140. See there, you're right, guys. So it's right around 140, 150, maybe 200. Because this is chisel carved, right, through the center. So a chisel went through here and hammered this open, and then this is spread. This is much, much earlier than the 1920s, 1930s Fred Harvey era. This is more towards 1900. So could this be, because the thickness of the metal, could this be as early as like 1900, as late as 1915? Absolutely, yes. The simplicity of stamping as well. See how there's no thunderbirds or lightning bolts or notable like ears of corn or the rising sun. Look how this stamp was made out of old tools. Do you see how that is not like a recognizable form per se? Like a lightning bolt, a snake, a thundercloud, a person, a whirling log. See how that's just that abstract patterning? Now you guys guess. Now guess what this is for value. So if this was one from the 30s, 40s, quote that terrible term of Fred Harvey, by the way, absolutely rubbish term. So guess what this would be now? So you're right, Heidi. Closer to 2,000, 700, 1,200. You guys are listening to my videos. This would be pre-auction estimate between $800 and $900 pre-auction estimate. Right, Mulaney? See? 600, 900. You guys are listening to my videos. That's why it's important to look at basic construction. Let me grab a cuff that is more, quote, tourist trade. Let me see if I have one out on my desk. Give me 1 minute. Let me take a look. Let me move this other stuff around. And I'm probably not going to find one, but you know what I am going to do? I need to find one and show you a comparison side by side. You know what I will do? I will find another one, and for the next live, I will do a side by side of this version and then the tourist trade version. Okay? So, see? Tama, that's why we do this. That helps me understand why some are priced so high. When you get into that authentic chisel carved, see where the cold chisel went in and it opened this up. See those chisel marks in here and how uneven this is? Now I need to find another one. Hold on, guys. I'm going to find another one to show you the more contemporary version towards us. There's got to be one out on the desk here. I have such a mess out on the desk. I've got chips all over the place. I've got pretzels. I've got a bagel. Let me show you the inside of this one to make it more obvious. This one is that early chisel carved one. So see how the cold chisel went in here and hammered this all apart, and then this was spread apart like a blacksmith's forge. Look at how thick this one is. But you know that I was offered $9,000 for this bracelet. I was offered $9,000 for this bracelet, and I said, absolutely not, never in a million years. Look at the thickness of this. But I was offered $9,000 for this bracelet, and I said, nope, not doing it. So do you see how up close? Look at the crystalline structure of the metal. Where they cold chiseled this, look where the metal reacted. Because they were pulling this apart. Look where the metal reacted and the crystalline structure is exposed in there. Do you see where the chisel went in, where they hammered this with a cold chisel and opened this up for the band? Do you guys see what I'm saying? Oh, Heidi, yeah, you think it's worth $12,000. Well, I didn't take the $9,000. Give me 1 minute. I have to find a Fred Harvey version. This is going to drive me nuts. I'm going to run somewhere else in my house. Where on God's green earth would I have another bracelet like that? You know what? I'm just not going to find one because I put all my silver Native American away. I'm not going to find one. I'm not going to find a more commercial version. It's just not. Oh, Tony, thanks for saying that. I'm going to have to bring you know what, guys, just remind me sometime and I'll bring these back and I'll do a video on the early versions of these bracelets because of the turquoise. Absolutely, Heidi. Did you see this? These mines don't exist anymore. And Heidi, these were earrings. Look where that was drilled out, and this was drilled out. This was drilled out, and this was drilled out. These were earrings that were threaded through the ear of early Native people. So, B. Williams, see? It's from the 1800s, I believe. You're absolutely correct, B. Late 1800s on this one. Did you see that these stamps are not commercial? These are made out of a file. Have you ever seen those stamps before? The answer is no. Will you ever see them again? The answer is probably not. So look at the thickness of this. What a learning moment for 168 people. I'm so glad to do these lives because I learned just right along with you. Rings are made the same way, cold chisels. Yes, they can be. Yeah, I have one. Please show us your kitties. Oh, Kelly, they're not here, honey. Sorry, I'm at my house and they're down at Jeremy's house. Jeremy and I do live in separate counties. That's the only way we stay together. That's his favorite joke. You know what he said the other day? Do you guys want to hear a story? Do you know what Jeremy said the other day when someone said, "How long have you guys been together?" And he said, 10 years. And they said, "Wow, 10 years." And it was so funny because it was so funny because they said, "Wow, you guys have been together for so long." And he said, "Yeah, because we live in separate counties." That's what he said. That was like the biggest compliment I think I've ever been given. So, and then when people say I'm mean, I'm like, hell, I can take it. If I can dish it out, I can take it. So, oh, thank you for saying that. They said, "Hey, Jason, oh my God, I laughed out loud. Some days I can't stand myself." It's true though. Like, someone said, "Well, I can't stand you." And I'm like, "Well, that's not very nice." And I said, "Well, I can't stand you either, but I don't think I've ever said that to you." So, but oh, I've been married 29 years together. Oh, you've been married for 29 years and you've been together for 35. Kristen Roth, he's adorable. I'm just a basket case, but Jeremy's adorable. And you know what I said about Jeremy? The things that you don't like about me, which there's several, because I don't like everything about myself. Who would? We're always working on ourselves, right? So I said, if you don't like something about me, Jeremy will make up the difference. So, been with my man for 12 great years. We have separate bedrooms, laughing my ass off. Jeremy snores like crazy. Like, I mean, it's like rib rattling. It's terrible, and I just can't do it. So either I wear earplugs or I smother him with his pillow. So I choose to live in a separate house. So, oh, thank you, Heidi, for saying that. I can be not sweet sometimes. So I think we all have our days and we all have our moments. So, oh, Kelly, you lost your hubby after 30 years, then your eldest son had passed. Kelly, I love you, and I'm so glad that you're here with us tonight. So thank you for being here. B. Williams, you have a beautiful heart. So do you, B. Williams. I don't know who you are, but you're amazing. So, oh yeah, absolutely. I agree. Hi, Scarlet Videos. I don't know who you are, but welcome in. My grumpy Jason snores too. So sorry, Kelly. Yeah, Kelly, we love you. So I have a male customer, him that something. Oh, yeah, I have a male customer that his and his fiancée cannot live together, to live in a four condo apart from each other. Yes. Yeah, that's a good idea. I think if a lot of people, they rush to get married, I think if they didn't, they'd probably stay together a whole lot longer. That's all. Just my opinion. How do I get invited to a sale? Oh, Lynn, you invite yourself, honey. You don't need to be invited. Lynn C, go over to Bully Run. Look at me, look at me. I'm such the, now I'm like worried about the chat because I felt like I was being a dork. Is a dork a whale penis? Isn't that what a dork is? Someone told me that a dork is a whale penis. Is that true? So this is Bully Run Coffee. So you go over here and you subscribe to Bully Run unless you don't like the word whale and penis together. So, but you go over there and you go over there and you subscribe to Bully Run Coffee before I lose any more subscribers. So did you guys know that I reached 20,100 now? So we can show that, Sith. We can show that, Sith. Absolutely. You are not being a dork. So, yeah, I think it is. I think it's totally a whale dong. Am I allowed to say whale dong? Are you allowed to say that now? If I'm allowed to, yeah, I think I'm allowed to say whale dong. So this is this is Czechoslovakian, and I restored this. See, do you guys remember this? It was broken and weird and had like a weird thing here. And it was all like wired together with like, I don't even know, some piece of garbage wire. And I rewired this together. Oh, wait, you are a riot and you love it. Whisper me out. I don't know who you are, but thanks for being here. I think if I misbehave, people come out of the woodwork. So, Arthur, something you don't teach, something wasted. Oh, I've always been taught if a day goes by where you don't learn something and you don't teach something, it's a wasted day. So thank you, Jason. Arthur, thank you so much, sir. Arthur, whoever you are, I just really appreciate you. So thank you. Yes, Terry Cover, I can't do it. Now, do you guys want to see my favorite thing I bought all week? This is my favorite thing I bought all week, and I don't want to sell this. I bought this to sell it. See how I can be bad at resale sometimes? But can you guys humor me? Where do you think this is from? Here, let me go up close. Where do you think this is from? Where do you think the beads are from? I know you guys are going to know. Oh, thank you, Mom, for saying the next sale is, yes, my mom's all business. She said, the next sale is May 6th, Tuesday at 7 p.m. on Bully Run. Yes. So, Gail Pet, you're hilarious. Gail, we're allowed to show that for sure. Absolutely, we're allowed to show that. Oh, yeah. Okay, here we go. Africa. And hold on. Wait, let's make sure. Hold on. Africa, Italy, Mexico, England, Russia, African. Love the polka dot beads. African, Ghana, Africa, trade beads, African trade beads, Africa. You guys are right. These are African. Specifically, most of them, I guess you could probably say Ethiopian, but definitely African for sure. Now, do you guys understand the value of these? Because the red ones are some of the most sought after. Oh, that's a good, Marilyn, that's a good guess for Afghanistan. I do have an Afghanistan necklace that's hanging in the other room. But yeah, I can see why you would say that. I understand that. So look at these. So do you guys want to guess what I paid? So guess, oh, wait. Guess what it's worth. Deborah McCollum, you're right, African. Guess what it's worth. Here, let me show you. And these are silver beads. They're not silver plated. Um, Oh, Mary Beavers, right? I could understand that. Moroccan from the 70s. It's worth lots. Tiama, yep. Yep. We have a 5,000. We have a 1,200. I like how everyone's like, oh, it's got to be. Oh, wait, these are two brass beads, by the way. And then these are plated. But then this is silver. Sorry, guys. Here, let me show you. These two are brass trade beads made in the same way. See how they're folded with that seam? So they're like folded over. Let me show you the construction on these to know that they're Ethiopian and African. See how they're folded there with that weird kind of seam because they're raised out of a single sheet of silver, but these are all silver. So they're probably 800 silver. See those? Okay, see that? Now, the red ones are very expensive. These are very, very, very expensive. And they're encased beads, by the way. Do you guys know what encased is? See how there's yellow on the inside? That's to gather this red on the outside and to make that much more translucent, almost like a real cherry red. So that's the way they would get to more of a true red, is putting yellow underneath. So those are encased with yellow. So, and then these are just those amazing early brick red beads. But see how those are gathered? Then these are all hammered silver. Let me go back to the value. Okay, let's look. 5,000, 1,200, 200, 3,500, 600, 1,000, 300, 500, 800, 200, 20,000, 20, 16 to 1,800, 1,500, 1,200. Okay, so how old are they? Kristen, these vary between the late 1800s and into probably like 1915 on this one. So, okay. So I paid, get ready guys, because all those of you that know how much it's worth, I paid $28.80. $28.80 at an antique shop just the other day on our way home. And Jeremy said, what are those? And I said, fantastic is what I said. So look at these for hand constructed and hand gathered. I did not care about the chips. I did not care about the wear. I said, these are absolutely magnificent. Let's do the drive-by of all of them. Let's go all the way down here. Now at the shows, these are up to like $35 to $50 a piece. And these are between 20 to 40 depending. Same thing here, same thing there. And then the silver beads in between, probably a good, boy, those are tough because they're all folded over in very early construction. I would say, boy, if you could get this necklace constructed for less than $600, you're doing really, really well. I mean, you're doing incredibly well. So I would say retail between $695 and about $895. So $695 to $895. And that's being pretty conservative, but those are the ones I want to keep. Let me show you what I'm going to pair it with. Watch me run in the other room. Is it okay if I run to go get my cross? All right, guys, I'll be right back. Watch. Okay, I'm going to go in the other room like I always do. This is like the old times. Back in the olden days. Hold on, I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. So, you know how everyone loves, they love when I run across the house And then they go, do you live in a 12, like a 12, story mansion? And I go, no, I don't. So look at this for an Ethiopian cross. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I bought this. I bought this at the gem show. I bought this at the gem show. And I know, Kristen, I bought this at the gem show. And I had to have this. Look, and I was out of breath because I ran. But this is Ethiopian. And I had to have this. And this is like 800 silver. Maybe it's a little bit less, but they melt down coins and they melt down what they have. And this is the metal they come up with. And it's definitely silver. But isn't that beautiful? But do you guys see why I wanted this so bad so I could wear this all together? And I don't want to add the cross to the beads. That's a no-no. I don't want to do that, but I want to wear this together. I just really love this, and it makes me feel very powerful. And I feel a part of something. I feel a part of something much, much bigger when I wear these things. And I've always revered these as sacred. Just like in any Native American jewelry, it's the same way. Let's see here. Jason, you have to show the cross that you have from the 1800s. The one that's the only one in the world with the garnets. It's magnificent. Oh, Nicole, that one is, well, unfortunately, first of all, it's not in the house. It is in safety deposit. And Nicole, it's going to go on exhibition for a while, but I will bring that on. Sure, absolutely. I know exactly which one you're talking about. It's the Order of Christ. I love that one. So, Mia, I'm nuts, by the way. So, yeah, Pamela, there's something about the Ethiopian crosses that are much more, what do I say? Like they're much more powerful in a way, because look at the simplicity, and I put it on this chain. It's not the right chain for it, but it's better than, any other chain that I could have picked at the time. But look at that. And I do want to put it on beads eventually. I have a trade cross that's Native American. You crack me up. Quickly leaving and shouting the whole way. Deborah, I always do it. It's one of the things I'm known for. Besides driving people crazy, it's one of the things I'm known for. But I have been left alone over the last couple of weeks. So I'm very, very happy and very, very content with where world is taking me. And all of you are coming with me. 170 people tonight. Look at this for a diamond ring. Oh, I need a manicure. I think I'm starting a hangnail. So look, diamond and 14 karat gold. Who loves that for modern? Do you guys love this? You know what, Steph? It would be great on leather. You're exactly right. It'd be great on leather. So, does everyone love this? Yeah, I had to. This is a have to have. And just in gold, it was like 400 and something dollars just in gold. But I had to save it from the pawn shop. I couldn't let this get melted down. I said, no, no, no. I'm not letting that get melted down. That diamond is incredible. And it's tension set in there. And then I just love this for modern and clean and wonderful. Everyday wear, it needs to be a little polished, but I really love this. Oh, thank you, Plants 2125. Thanks for stopping in. We appreciate it. And anyone who's watching on replay, thank you for being here. Let me put this away. Let me clean all this out. Let me get all the pet fur out of here. Do you guys want to see those Bakelight buttons that I threatened you with not too long ago? I got cat hair all over the inside of this. This is the dirtiest light box I think I've ever seen. All right. Oh, I should hang this back up in the other room. Do you guys want me to run? Do you guys want me to run across the room again? Do you guys want me to do it? Oh, did you catch the African and Byzantine show at the Clean Museum? You know what, Pamela? I didn't. Do you guys want me to run? Josh, he does. Do you guys want me to run across? You want me to go? All right. What do you guys want me to do? Do you want me to sing? Do you want me to sing the whole way there? All right, I'll be right back. All right, you guys said yes. All right. Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb. Something, something, something. Oh my gosh. How do I have anyone in my lives anymore? I don't know. Yodeling, hee-hoo. Oh, I don't know what my problem is. I know what my problem is. I just don't want to fix it. I keep saying that, but it's true. I don't want to fix my problems. I know. It's terrible. Jody, Jeremy is going to be really mad. Jody gets mad when I sing too. My friend Jody, do you guys remember him? He gets really mad when I sing. Even though he doesn't have a choice, because then I sing even louder. Do you guys want to see Bakelight buttons? I know. It's terrible. Lori Ambrose, I have major problems. So, all right. Do you guys want to see some Bakelight buttons? So I got a little carried away. All right. I got like, here, look. For anyone with ASMR problems, do not fix your problems. Oh, whisper me out. I could do opera. But if I did, people would leave. Look at this one. Does anyone love that one? Look. So I don't know what my problem is. Do you guys know how many buttons I have? All right, you guys want to see the buttons. Look at this. I could look at these buttons for another 5 hours. Do you guys want to look at buttons? So, do you guys want to look? See, all these would test. Look at this one. Ooh, see, these are going to come to a video because all I can say is they're coming to a video very, very soon. Let's look at the black ones. I think there's some, yeah, the ribbon one. What? So do you guys want to know how I got these? Do you guys want to know? And no, I didn't steal them. Do you guys want to know how I got them? Do you guys want to know? Okay, here, let's continue to look. Do you guys want to know how I got them? Isn't this sound great? It's the sound of money. Do you guys want to know how I got them? Jason's got all the buttons. Do you guys want to know how I got them? Do you guys want to see the best button card I've had? Let me go get my other buttons. Hold on. I'll be right back. Hold on, guys. Oh, we have to show these. Hold on, guys. All right, I'm back. Oh, that was a short trip. Oh, look at Mia Zanzara's rules. Oh, thank you. Singing for your supper. It wasn't that good, but you should probably take money away from me rather than give me money. Oh yes, David Berkheimer. I'm gonna check them for corrosion, but you have to understand they just came in. So, okay, can you guys think about this for a minute? Can you guys think about this for a minute? Put your thinking caps on, okay? And Mia Dunzetta Rules, thank you so much for the super chat. You guys, when I look at my end of the month, when I look at my end of the month take, like every month so far, I'm really, really, really shocked by how much I'm able. What do I say? That I have the luxury to do this with all of you because it is my full-time job. So it is absolutely. Jeremy's here. Oh, Jeremy's here. Oh, I have to behave. Oh, shit. Jeremy's here. Jeremy, I wasn't singing and I didn't run through the house and I was being really calm. Can someone back me up and tell Jeremy that I was being calm and normal? Jeremy's pissed because I'm supposed to be in bed because I have to take him to, there's no connection in my chat? Why? There's no connection in my chat. Hold on, guys. There's no connection in my chat. Hold on. No, I missed it. Can anyone back me up and tell Jeremy that I was, you guys, oh wait, hold on. Now my chat's not working. Hold on. All messages. Hold on, guys. There's no connection on my thing. Oh, shoot. Hold on, guys. Give me a minute. View usage, no. Here, menu, no. Okay, so my Wi-Fi is still on. Huh. My Wi-Fi is still on. Give me a second, guys. Hold on. So I lost my chat on my thing. Hold on, guys. Give me one sec. Hold on. Now I can't see anything. Hold on, guys. So wait 1 second. Why can't I see anything in my chat? This is one of the weirdest events ever. Hold on, guys. Let me get to, ladies and gentlemen, I should say. Shoot. Okay. Oh, Jeremy's not in bed either. Helen said Jason is being normal. David lied to Jeremy. Cat's Meow said hi to Jeremy, and Mia said she knows nothing. Jason has been an angel. Beth lied to Jeremy's face. Annette totally lied for me. Oh, Carol Schultz, thank you. Thank you. Cecil said, normal, kind of. Normal for him. David says, as bad as my wife. Joshy said he's not lying to the bear because he knows. Joshy, we love you. Thank you for all you do for us. Joshy, I love everything you've sent me, by the way. I've loved your drawings. I've loved your artwork. I've loved your box of parts and your things that you sent me. He was being... So Lori Ambrose said he was being, and then she says, we love. So, oh, you're the best, Joshy. You guys are all the best. I couldn't do this without you guys, and I wouldn't want to. Like, if I didn't have, I'll say it, if I didn't have you guys here, I wouldn't do this. I just wouldn't do it. So look at these for Bakelight. Are you guys having fun? So, okay, so can everyone guess what was the occupation of the person that had these? What was the occupation of the person that had like 274 Bakelight buttons? This size and this color, though. But don't think just, seamstress. But could you guys think dry cleaner? Ooh, Tama. So close. So close. Tailor. Okay, seamstress. Think a little deeper. Oh, painted by the beach is onto something. But what kind of coat? Come on. Oh, Mary Beaver's got it. And what an interesting last name to say furrier. So the answer is yes. David Berkheimer said Undertaker. Clothing designer. So it was Edward Scissorhands. It was a furrier. So these came from fur coats. And Jeremy said funeral home. It came from it came from fur coats. So mink coats, yes, these came from fur coats. And you know how I feel about fur. I'm not going to go there because I just have differences of opinion on fur. But what I loved about these is how robust these are, and the carving. Look how beautiful these are hand carved. And then think about the artist that took the time to deeply carve this kind of mottled spinach bakelite. These are all from the late 1930s into the 1940s. But look at how drab Bakelight was when it first started. See how it was like very earthy tones and very black and olive and brown? And that's because these were on fur coats. There wasn't a lot of color. There was the occasional dollop of yellow, lamination, but there wasn't a lot of color in these. Do you guys want to see one of my favorite cards of Bakelight buttons? And when I talk about value on some of these, you're going to be like, oh, my God, Jason, what is going on? So Kristen Roth just lost her mind, and Pamela Tomlinson just lost her mind. And my mother's like, where did this card come from? And Jeremy's like, excuse me, I haven't seen that card ever before. So these are all apple juice Bakelight buttons, and these are more towards the later 1940s and into the 1950s when designers were slightly more courageous. They had a little bit more sensitivity to the fabrics that were being used, and also picking up the colors of the fabrics and the patterning in mimicking that with this reverse carved apple juice button. So these are Stardust. So Stardust Bakelight did exist. I believe it was made for 1 year, and I think it was like 1947 or 1949. There's a little discrepancy there about Stardust Bakelight. It was made for 1 year, and I believe it was 1947 or 1949. Now, Stardust is amazing because it does encase these kind of flecks of gold tone material. So that is Stardust Bakelight. A lot of people say that's confetti lucite. It has nothing to do with lucite and nothing to do with confetti. That is actually Stardust Bakelight, and that is these little kind of granules of ground up metal that are trapped in apple juice Bakelight. And look at, I wanted the red one and the black one. And then I wanted a laminated version, and I wanted a 2-hole sew through. And then let me reverse this card and go on the opposite side, because there's an awful lot to look at on this opposite side of the card. Look at those for apple juice and those incredible designs. Again, reverse carved and then inset. This one is a sunflower, or just amazing designs. This one's reverse carved as well, but I wanted it in different colors. I wanted it red, then orange, and in green and black, and then black on this side. But absolutely incredible. I would say this card's value has gone up over the years. A lot of people don't find this many ever in a lifetime. I have 3 cards of these, of apple juice, and I made sure that I never repeated a single button because I wanted the history of buttons. This card alone would be in the vicinity of around $400 to between $400 and $500 now, and that value is increasing and going up. Let me show you this version too, because I really do enjoy the unusual versions of all buttons. And I know we weren't supposed to be doing a button talk tonight, but 172 people are still loving it. So I'm going to keep you captive for about another, I guess, maybe 20 minutes, and then I'm going to call it because I do need to go to bed at some point tonight. Does anyone want to see my collection of star buttons? So look at this. I got carried away. So I'm going to sell some of these, but these are all Bakelight. These came out of a factory in Newark, New Jersey, and these are all Bakelight star buttons. And wouldn't that make one of the cutest charm bracelets ever made? But that's just creamed corn Bakelight, and look how many there are. So I'll be selling some of those. I'll be bringing some of those to a sale. Absolutely. Hi, I'm going to go through my buttons, even though I don't want to. I'm going to go through my buttons, and I've decided it's a sell-off. It's time. It's time to sell down many of my collections, and I can only keep so much. And I am going to I just have I just have so much. I mean, well, I've been habitually buying for 30, who knows, 35 years now of constant buying, if not even longer. What is that besides an awesome belt buckle? Look, I'm getting distracted. We'll go through more of these, but does anyone want to see my other card? You're going to have to say, let's see, in the chat, you're going to have to say, let's see here. What would the code word be for, let's just do, gosh, what do I say? Is Mark here? Oh, Mark is here. Hi, I need Marky hugs today. Pamela Tomlinson's still here. Michelle is still here. I'm just going to show you. I don't need a word. Look at these. So, all right. So let's look at the escutcheon, ship's wheel, brass and enamel on Bakelight, wood and red Bakelight. This is inlaid mother of pearl and crushed, almost like that. What do I want to say here so that I'm correct? I'll go back to this one. Escutcheon of a propeller. This is Czechoslovakian glass and carved Bakelight, chrome and Bakelight, wood and Bakelight, Bakelight and brass escutcheon of the seated Buddha. These two are just exceptional. I don't even know what to say besides they're carved ball buttons and they're amazing. And there's 4 of them. So there's 4. I've always loved those. Apple juice, and then creamed corn and apple juice. This one I loved with the cord. I don't know what to say. The escutcheon turtle, I was offered $125 for the escutcheon turtle. As you can see, I declined it. I was offered $65 for the escutcheon lion on tortoise Bakelight. I declined it. And then the pea pod with the faux pearls and the confetti and apple juice. And I want to go back to this because, coralline. So this is coralline glass, and I'll go in close on that. So that is coralline glass. See those little glass beads that are coralline, then they're painted gold, and then that shell inlay. Look at that for undulating Bakelight and Czechoslovakian glass. This card, I would say, retail value on this card, more in line of like $600 to $700 for that card. So, oh wait, why did they stop making Bakelight? Good question. Probably, I would say cost. I would say cost for sure. So, Lindsay said I push your buttons. So yeah, this turtle is incredible. But I was offered a fortune for the turtle, and I said, no, I don't think so. And look at the escutcheon ship's wheel, brass and enamel on a creamed corn Bakelight button. I mean, it took me a long time to get all these. I wish I could show you the end of the tray because there's some really, well, I'll flip it around, but then the Buddha will be upside down. So don't be mad. I don't like Buddha being upside down, so I'll cover him. I just don't like that. I don't want to see that. Look at the pea pod, the apple juice, the escutcheon. This is also coralline and glitter. I love this one. That is tortoise Bakelight lucite. And look at the glass leaf trapped in like cotton. I mean, look how many materials this is. That would be a point getter on a card because it's like multiple materials. That'd be a big point getter. And let's see here. Oh, this one. Tortoise in its escutcheon cup, like a brass cup. I got to cover Buddha again. Oh, I love this one. Look at that one right there with the little cord sewed through. Anyways, all right. So let's get back to these Bakelight buttons. And then I guess I'm going to call it. You know what? I said, let's do questions too. Let's do questions. Ones that got from Walmart are pretty. Oh yeah, Missy, there are some really amazing buttons out there that are contemporary. Let's see here. Holding out and enabling its same time. Oh, thank you. Yeah, escutcheon. It's like what they use on dressers, like that metal back plate. That's technically an escutcheon, but in the button collecting world, escutcheons are the metal pieces adhered to the button. That's considered the escutcheon. But if you Google the word escutcheon, and it looks like it says escutcheon, but it's escutcheon. Escutcheons are the back plate on hardware pulls, like that back plate that's on there. That is the escutcheon, and then there's the drawer pull. But in buttons, it's the metal that's adhered to the surface. So doesn't this look like a box of candy? Did someone just say that? Yes, Whisper Meow just said a box of chocolates. What is the timeline of Bakelight? Steph, it started late 19. Well, we could get into the whole history of it, but it was discovered in around 1907, 1908. That's still debated by Leo Baekeland is who discovered it, and he was trying to find a synthetic shellac because the beetles like Beatles, like actual, not the music group, but the actual Beatles, were having a problem keeping up with shellac production. So Leo Baekeland went in to try and find a synthetic shellac so the Beatles could get some rest, basically, without being funny, but it's true. And then he found Bakelight by mistake. So he threw this concoction in the trash, and like an hour later, it hardened, and it was a glass-like finish. And he realized if he put it under pressure and added color, and then he had this material of 1,000 uses. And so it started to be used around 1920. Flatware handles, roller skate wheels, radio cases. It does not conduct electricity. So it was used with like battery cases, electronics, radios. It was a very, very useful, it was a very useful material. Utilitarian. Bakelight flatware handles for the handles of flatware. Very limited colors like this when it first started. And then as it progressed and jewelers got a hold of it, that's when they went absolutely bonkers and started making jewelry, and was amazing. So it was very utilitarian. It was like used for, cases of things. Telephones, there we go, same thing. The cases for telephones, the mouthpieces for those old candlestick telephones, that's basically what it was used for. And then it transitioned into being a jewelry material. How did I get started? Michelle D, I didn't get started until, quote, late in the game. I started collecting in 1999 is when I started, in 1999. And that's when I started, and I don't know how to describe how I got started. But since I was late to the game, I poured on the gasoline and I kept my foot on the gas, and boom, here I am. So yes, absolutely. All utilitarian pieces were made out of the early Bakelite. And then we talk about Catlin, we could talk about milk casein, because there was milk casein as well. If you want to talk about all the different plastics, I can do it. We won't talk about celluloid because there's a big difference of Bakelite and celluloid, but these are all Bakelite. Absolutely. And Marbleette, just so you know, if you ever see the old Marbleette labels, Marbleette is actually Bakelite, but it was trade named Marbleette. And it was Bakelight, but it was trade named Marbleette way back in the day. Look at the intricate nature of these and how incredible, even though they're earth tones, look how incredible those are for just the way they're carved. And then let's go down in here because there's some really amazing ones. Oh, let's get into some of these laminated ones because people always say to me, can you show us laminated Bakelite? And I go, sure, no problem. Let's see if there's another one. I sound like a cat in a litter box again. Oh, wait, hold on. There was more laminated in the other box. Where's the other part to this? Okay, these are laminated, meaning two colors put together and laminated. Look at that set of three. Yes, yes, absolutely. Don't you love those? Aren't those just awesome? And with the two shanks, those are still buttons, but they have the two shanks. Did you notice the corrosion? Because see how metal next to Bakelite, sometimes it's not so happy, and these weren't stored correctly before they got to me. So I'll clean all this off, and yes, I will use a little dollop of ketchup on both of them, and then wipe this off with the soft Brillo. I'll get this off, everyone will settle down, it'll be all back to normal, and then it won't do that anymore. So it'll be perfect. Oh, thank you, Pamela. Yeah, it started in 1999. And then, did you guys see in my YouTube short, my picture with Sally Loeb? Like when in one of my last YouTube shorts, I put my my Bakelite veggie necklace in it. Did Jeremy go to bed? Jeremy, are you still here or did you leave? I think Jeremy left. I think Jeremy said, I'm going to bed because I have to be up. Bear is not, he's not going to sleep. I don't think the bear is going to sleep tonight because they need to be here really, really early. And Jamie's going with him. I think Bear went to bed. I think I bet you he got smothered by a cat. One of the cats smothered Jeremy and now he's in bed. But my mom's still up because she's bonkers. Mary Adams is bonkers. Let the truth be known. I inherited my insanity from my mother. I just want to blame her because I don't think she's here anymore. I think she left. So I'm all here by myself. But look, no hands. Look. Okay, gotta get things done. Okay, bye, Missy. Love you. Oh, Jeremy's still here. Oh, Jeremy's still here. I told you guys Jeremy would still be here. He wouldn't leave me. Jeremy, I knew that you'd still be here. Kristen Roth said you left. Kristen Roth said you left. Poor Mary. No, not poor Mary. No, not poor Mary at all. Jeremy, I'm going to be so excited because I'm going to spend time with Mary. Does my mom have her own channel? She should. She should have her own channel. And my mom put poor Mary. So, Kristen Roth got to talk to my mom the other night. I'll tell you guys a secret. She got to talk to my mom. My mom loves all of you, by the way. My mom just thinks the planet of all of you. And the reason why is because you accept her child the way he is. And after 51 years, there's no fixing this shit. There's no way. My mom tried to fix me and it didn't work, you know? But my mom got really pissed off the other day because people were treating me like shit. No, Mary does not have a channel. Mary doesn't have a channel because she's world famous and she refuses to have a channel. She said no. Oh, Kristen Roth said it was a wonderful talk. That was amazing. It was amazing. Oh, hi. There's Marjorie Kniper. Hi, Jason. Hi, everyone. I'm so jealous of you all being able to watch. I have to go do acupuncture needles in a few. Oh, okay. Marjorie, just watch on replay. We love you. So just watch on replay. B. Williams said stop. B. Williams, it's true. I get happy when you quiz us and I get it right. Nan Williams, you know what though? It's amazing to like. So a year ago, when I would ask the questions, everyone was kind of like, eh, like they were reluctant to answer. And now you all are like, hey, if I'm wrong, I'm still going to learn. So I'm just going to go with it. And I love it. You know how good it feels at 51 years old to be able to share my story and to be able to teach people along the way? It's an amazing feeling. It really is amazing. Oh, author, thank you. UBU, period. Thank you so much. We're all here. Hugs. Marky, I love you. Thank you so much. Jeremy, have a great trip to Texas. I'm looking forward to the new coffee and teas you come up with. Michelle D, he is absolutely going to. He's going to get information on a new roaster, and he's going to get information on new coffees, and he is going to gather a ton of information and look out when he comes back home. Because I told him, I said, I'm sorry I can't go, but him, Cindy, and Jamie are going to be making some amazing decisions. And I'm so happy. B. Williams, you're 59 and holding. Congratulations. That's a major accomplishment. Lucinda, thanks for hanging out and coming back. So these are all Bakelight buttons here. Does anyone want to see any more? Do you guys have questions? Can you guys please tell me if you have questions? Because I feel like I left people out tonight and I shouldn't have. This was supposed to be laid back and it was nothing but look at all these. And I said to myself, yeah, but look, I wanted one of everything. See what I mean? I wanted one of every button. Oh, thank you. Jeremy, have fun and be safe, says Pamela Tomlinson. And everyone, we are going to have Pamela Tomlinson on for a sale. She is a local seller here that I knew when I was in an antique mall. And some days I was a total turd to her, but I really wasn't. And I've always loved her. And so she's going to come on and she's going to sell with us. She's going to bring on, I guess, like maybe like Gail, like maybe she'll bring on like 25 lots or so. And then we'll have her down to the house and she will have a sale with us. So maybe like the second week in May, I think is what we're aiming for. Because I think she can only do the first and second week in May. She is a fellow Bakelight lover, and she is probably going to bring some Bakelight and knock your socks off, Kristen Roth. So be ready. She's amazing. You guys will love her. She's very soft-spoken. She's beautiful. She's a great person. She's been an ally and a friend of mine for a long time. And I just cherish my friendship with local people. I really, really do. It's very important to me. She said she is so excited. Yes. And we are too. We are so excited. Not a jewelry question, but how do you keep your nails so pretty? I drink a lot of milk. I drink a lot of milk and I don't do a lot of manual labor, which is a lie. I do a lot of manual labor all the time. And yeah, I don't know how they keep up, but they do. They really, really do. So thank you for that. I appreciate that. I've always appreciated the compliments. I really do. Yeah, Helen, absolutely. Bakelight's amazing. So let's see. You're painted by the beach. You already talk about the bracelet you have on. Oh, this one I made. So this one is one of my creations, and I have this on every day you see me. I have this on every day. I never don't have this on. So I have this on all the time. And I made this back in, I think, 99. I think. Oh yeah, I love that. And then this one is that one that I'm stuck on. I have like, well, it sounds terrible, but I have like hundreds and hundreds of silver bracelets. And this is the one I'm stuck on. I don't know. I've been stuck on this for over 2 years. And it's like, everyone's like, don't you have anything else to wear? And I'm like, of course I do, but I have my favorites as well. So I did get stuck on that. So thank you for asking. Does anyone have any other? Oh, what do you think of Alice Cavaniss jewelry? Anna Katz. Alice Cavaniss is wonderful. I've always loved Alice Cavaniss jewelry. I have a little bit left in my collection, and I love it. I think it's absolutely fantastic, and I really, truly do love it. So I think it's amazing. So yeah, and I think it's a good investment for the most part. Just anything unusual. Oh, thank you. Gabagool. I like that. Oh, I want to change my Jeremy. Can I change my name to Gabagool? So Gabagool just came in and they're from Sweden. And I like that. I wish I could say Gabagool, 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 Gabagool. I don't know what my problem is. I'm crazy is what the problem is. Gabagool, thank you for being here. Yeah. Um, okay, playing favorites with your children. Yeah, I guess I am. I really like this one. I really like this one. Kristen Roth. Kristen Roth, I love you. I love you all so, so much. And I really, really, truly do. And I don't know. You know what I want to do though? I really do want to get back to the basics with my channel. And ooh, I really want to get back to the basics with my channel. And I don't know. I just want to share like crazy. Oh, thank you, David Berkheimer. And David, I know I'm probably not supposed to, but Karen and David, thank you both so much for watching. I think you both are amazing. Even if you never bought anything from me, I wouldn't care. I just like having people that support me just by watching and clicking my videos. And your eBay orders have been amazing. And to anyone out there who does not like Jason, this is for you. So all I can say is go screw yourself. So I don't know. I don't know why I do the things I do, but I'm not supposed to say it, but I'll just say, if you don't like me, go screw yourself. So, and it's funny. Look at that for a screw. That's a big like clip. I wore this the other day, and do you guys want to know a secret? Can I tell you a secret and not have anyone get mad at me? Do you want to know a secret? So just say secret and I'll tell you. Jeremy got really mad at me at the thrift store the other day, but he didn't. He didn't get mad. I know you guys, it's funny. Jeremy didn't get mad at me because he never gets mad at me. But do you guys want to know what happened? I found a screw. I found a screw in the thrift store parking lot. And you know how I'm like Eagle Eye Jones, you know, because like I'm not being nosy. But if I see something, I call it out because that's what you should do. You know, you should have the courage to call it out. Like if you see someone that's going to walk in a pile of shit, you should probably say to them, hey, you're going to walk in a pile of dung. Be careful because you don't want to traipse that through your house, right? So I saw a screw on the ground and I picked it up and I said to Jeremy, want a screw? So I did. And then I said, can I make a YouTube short of that? And he just sighed and walked in. He walked in the thrift without me, but he left me out there laughing. And another lady had heard it and she was laughing so hard she couldn't grab her cart. She was wiping tears out of her eyes. Because I screamed at the top of my lungs, want a screw? So, oh, I know, it wasn't good. It was not good. But then again, my mother raised me. My mother raised me wrong. My mother raised me wrong. I have to blame my shortcomings on everybody else. Isn't that what other people do? They just blame their shortcomings on everyone else. And then they phone a friend and say, hey, can you terrorize this person? It's like, no, just come come to the source so you can be corrected and sent on your way. So, yeah, I just love this. So that's it. I guess I leave it with thank you for being here. You just always lift me up as well. So I hope I do the same thing for you guys. I really do. If there's ever a time that I don't, just politely remind me. That's all. We just need polite reminders in life. We just need to be told sometimes, how much we mean to somebody else. And then, if someone lets you down, just tell them. Just tell them. So Helen, we're allowed to show that. When I thrift and I see a rooster, I yell, look at that big cock. So Helen, so I would never expect that from sweet little Helen. I just wouldn't expect it. So no, you guys really have become so dear to me. It's a weird thing for me, but it's weird in a good way. It's just a weird thing for me to trust as much as I do. And then when I get hurt, it's easy to withdraw. It's easy to then say, I don't want to do this anymore. And it's easy to want to give up, but that's not my character. Absolutely not. I think some people feel as though that would be the way it would be. And I would say I noticed where the problem started And there was no issue on YouTube until Jeremy started his channel. And when Jeremy started the selling channel, that's when there were problems that had started, and I didn't realize it at the time. I wasn't agile or smart enough because, I will say losing my dad had me sad and depressed and very angry and very frustrated, because there is no user guide to losing a parent. There is no guide to, when you lose a parent, there's no guide to that. And what I would say is there was no issue with me as a person until I started selling on YouTube. And then all of a sudden, all hell broke loose. And it's the truth. If you look at the timeline, that's the only explanation for it. I mean, people could accuse me of other things, and that's a whole bunch of bullshit, because that's exactly what it is. And I've always called out bullshit, and I always will. So if if the shoe fits, you have to wear it. But I try my best to always come to all of you with kindness and resolve. And I try my best to be transparent and just show you the way that I've constructed my collections. I never want someone to think I'm bragging. I never want someone to think I'm being arrogant. When I don't pick the right words, you know what? If you're so effing perfect, maybe start a whole new channel on life lessons, and then maybe you can help yourself look in the mirror, and then maybe you can understand that, sometimes it's not so easy, Hugs to you, Ellie. Thank you so much, honey. And I'm so glad you were there the other night. So, absolutely correct. Yep. So you got it. So I do appreciate all of you. B. Williams and Helen and Lucinda and Deborah and Annette and Ellie and Painted Pony. Lucinda Walker, thank you for making time for me tonight. Anna Katz, Cats Meow, Kristen Roth, Deborah McComb, Marky, Kristen Roth, Whispers Meow, JC, Steph, Carol, David, Soybean, Kimberly, Joshy, Deborah, the other Deborah, Marilyn, Jacqueline's Treasures, Jody, Linda, Mary, my mom, absolutely. Thank you so much. Kelly, I know that you're still here, honey. You know what? We adore you. I do appreciate all the support for Jeremy and I. We're going to continue to come with a whole bunch of new information. And please stay tuned, because I have a great unboxing video, I think, coming out on Saturday or Sunday. I might go a little quiet for a couple days after tonight's live. I need to regroup, and I might go a little quiet, which is probably good for most people. But thank you for everything, and thank you for the fun that you bring me. I will never forget any of you. This has been a fantastic journey, and we're just getting started. So please go over to my video. If you sort my videos by highest feed, guess what? One of my videos is at 97,000 views in 2 months. 97,000 views in 2 months. So if that doesn't say, please continue, I don't know what does. So 97,000, go over and watch that video, and please share it out, because I'd love for that video to hit 100,000 views in 2 months. Can you imagine 100,000 views on one video in 2 months? Talk about feeling amazing and loved. I just have to thank you all so much for encouraging me forward. I hope I do the same thing for all of you. Good night, everyone. Thank you so much. And I will be with you soon. Don't you worry about me. I'm going to be A-okay. Mary will be watching over me in Jeremy's absence. So, and Becky as well. So my mother-in-law will be right there with me as well, and a whole lot of friends. So stay tuned for some fun shopping videos in the next couple of days. Bye, everyone. Thank you all so much again. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good night, everyone. Bye. I love you all. Trust me, I do. Bye. Mwah.